Fit for a Feast. My name is Sloan.
And my name is Katrina, and today here on Fit for a Feast we are doing Sunday Chat
with Sloan
and Kat.
And today we are here with Jessica, who just came back from a trip to Africa to help build a school.
Hi.
How did you get the idea to do this?
I was reading an Eric Walters book just by chance, and it was about his experience in Africa doing the same type of trip through the perspective of a teenage girl. And at the end of the book there was a website, and on that website I just applied for the trip.
What was the book called?
The book is called Alexandria of Africa. It's by Eric Walters, who is a Canadian author. Alexandria is sent to Africa instead of going to jail, and through that experience she becomes more down to earth and learns more about herself. And I found it very fascinating, all of the different experiences she had while in Africa, and it really inspired me to get out there and do something in the world and make a change.
How did you get from reading a book and then going on a plane and actually getting there?
Well, first of all, I applied online to go on the trip, and the trip cost money to get me there, so I had to do a lot of fundraising.
How long did you go for?
I was in Africa for 3 weeks.
Where in Africa did you go?
I was in a tiny community called Salabwek, which is in Kenya, Africa.
So where did you stay?
Well, we stayed in this camp where there was 6 tents and 4 people in each tent, and they provided us with beds and stuff like that. There was also showers and toilets, even though there was no running water. They also had first aid providers there in case any of us got sick or injured.
Who did you go with?
I didn't know anybody going into the trip, but there was 25 other youths from all around North America, and we all became really great friends by the end of the trip.
What was it like there?
It was really happy. Everybody was happy there. It was so open, and they were so welcoming. The little kids, they'd come up to you and say Jambo, which is happy in Swahili, and they'd grab your hand, and you'd be friends with them just by saying hi. It was so nice. I had my set of friends there, a few girls named Ivol, Amy, and Naomi. We became very close, and they gave me some of the bracelets I'm wearing right now, sign of their friendship, and they gave me their address, and so I've been mailing them different pictures from home and sending them letters and stuff like that. So I definitely made great friends there.
What did you do there?
Well, we spent pretty much every morning building the school, which involved laying bricks, digging the foundation, mixing cement and stuff like that. And then we would play with the kids in the afternoon. We also went on a safari for a weekend where we got to see all the different wildlife in Africa. We also went and did a tour of the community, saw their houses, got to learn how the mamas lived every day.
What types of animals did you see?
We saw lots of different types of animals. We saw lions, cheetahs, zebras, wildebeest, gazelles. We saw alligators and hippos, lots of different things. It was actually really exciting because we got to see a lion eating a wildebeest, and it was pretty crazy.
How did you actually build the school?
Well, we started on flat ground, and we had to dig down about 4 feet with pickaxes for our foundation, and then we filled the foundation with rocks that we had to smash with sledgehammers so that they were all even. And then from that point we covered the foundation with cement to make the floor, and then we built up the walls with bricks, and we had to mix all the cement ourselves, which is a lot of work, and I have a new appreciation for cement trucks that do all that for you. And so it was interesting, definitely a great life experience.
Did you feel safe when you were there?
I definitely felt safe. We were in a camp where there was electric fences and we had guards there, and the community was just so loving. I felt utterly safe all the time there and just so welcome.
Was it scary to go all the way across the world on your own?
I was definitely nervous getting onto the plane and leaving my parents, and especially going with nobody I knew. But the people that I went with were so nice and so friendly. We were not even off the ground into the air, and I was already friends with the people I was sitting next to. So just for a minute I was scared.
Would you ever do this again?
I would definitely do this again. I didn't want to come home after 3 weeks. I wanted to stay longer, so I'd go back any minute.
Now that you're back, are you still involved with doing anything?
I'm involved with Free the Children and Me to We, which are the 2 organizations that I went with. Actually, last week I volunteered at the We Day concert which was hosted by those two organizations, and it was just a bunch of speakers coming together and inspiring all the students. They also had people like the Jonas Brothers, Justin Bieber, and Hedley, who were all there just trying to get the kids to get involved and to make a difference in the world.
Did you get to meet the Jonas Brothers or anyone?
I didn't get to meet the Jonas Brothers, but I did get to meet Craig and Mark Kielberger, who are the founders of Free the Children, and as charities go, they are definitely celebrities and some of my heroes in the world, so it was really exciting to meet those two.
So tell us about these charities that organize the trip.
Well, Free the Children is all about children helping children through education around the world, and they're really the ones that were behind building the school. And Me to We is more of a social enterprise where they have T-shirts and music and stuff like that they sell, but all of the money that they make, or a majority of it, goes towards Free the Children and donating money to that charity.
So what can we do from our own homes to help?
Well, this was suggested in the We Day performance, that everybody in that performance donates $10 to any charity and does 10 community service hours. And this way, it doesn't matter what they're doing it for, in this way that it all compiles up to be tons of hours of community service and lots of money raised. And if everybody tells 10 people about this, then it'll be more and more people doing all this, and the amount of charity work going on will just increase and increase. So it doesn't need to be big, it can be small.
What do you mean by community service?
I'm just volunteering your time to help anybody in the community. It doesn't need to be with the Free the Children Foundation. It can be doing anything at all, at a soup kitchen, at an old folk home, anything. So the last morning we were there and we all decided to go down to our schoolhouse and we watched the sunrise, and it was just such a beautiful thing.
You have really inspired us, and hopefully people that are watching this are inspired too.
Thank you so much for coming and talking with us.
Thank you for having me.
So we'll see you soon on Fit for a Feast. Bye!